choose the mic. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Check 99.
We're going to 54. Right here. We're going 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott off play action. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they've responded to the challenge.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Check 4.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. 21. Check 52.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 22, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Short. 3 out.
3rd and long for Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Here we go. 6. Too low. Check. 12.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go. 46.
4
from the shotgun. It's Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott now. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. First down, here's the run with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On the carry, it's Cook. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He's checking crowd.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They got him in. It's Woods. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
One, Omaha. Slikk.
Come on, switch it.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, gun. White.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I got you.
Be ready.
On the counter, Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Pull together. Kill.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll... be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Down. 70. Indy.
Single. Come on.
Cut.
I'm coming.
Let go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Keep playing hard.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
That's the score. Vikings 21, Rams 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
11. 21. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Garoppolo on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
12, fellas, here we go. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready, break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Greystone, travel.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch 84. Watch 84. Begin.
Hey, orbit. Now.
From the gun, Eason. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Complete to number 16. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Eason. He finds his target, Fuller. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 6. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Garoppolo. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Hey, gun. Stick!
Hey, pick your game up. Let's go.
Stick! Flag!
They'll go for it. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
Go.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go. I got you.
We got motion. Back up. Mike 50.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Vikings, continues to